I am so excited to show you guys my favorite raw vegan car dinner on the go. Okay, so of course fruit is already super convenient. You can bring that anywhere. Bring some fucking bananas on your car ride or your trip and whatever. And obviously fruit's gonna be everywhere. But what I always know and what I just love getting when I'm on a road trip is I know that all grocery stores have salads to go. And rather than buying these pre-made salads that have been chopped for you and they're already like getting all, you know, air oxidized and getting slimy, like no, get a fresh container of vegetables rather than paying like 20 bucks for a piece of lettuce at the salad, at the at the restaurant, and you'll get the whole thing. So you eat the whole thing. This is your base, just mixed greens. I got a herb salad, so we've got hopefully cilantro in there because cilantro is my favorite herb, and dill and basil. Clearly I have to eat. And then I'm gonna add some sugar snap peas into it, or probably not because this is actually just like a fun snack, but this is a very light dinner, by the way. It's just, this is the base, and then I use this full thing of guacamole for the base of your calories. This full thing of guacamole has around 500 calories, so that's like the base of my meal, and like however much you get in some sugar snap peas. But it's such a great meal to have in the evening because I've already had enough energy from fruit and like low carb things, and it's pretty rare that I have guacamole. So even if I have, say, 6 avocados in one day for dinner, I wouldn't eat that many in one sitting, but if I did, that would still be less than 1 avocado a day. Or you could just have 1 avocado a day, but you know, I don't really crave fats very often, but when I do, or when I'm on my road trip, oh, I love this guacamole. It just has really simple ingredients like lemon juice, avocado, onion, garlic, sea salt, and cilantro. So super simple, what I would make at home anyways, but because I wouldn't feel like mashing an avocado in my car, if you want an avocado to go, get some little things like this of some guacamole as big as your head, and then you just simply mix that. I have a fork in here around on the greens, and that's just already your salad's done, and it's delicious. It has the herbs, it has all the minerals, and when you have the fat, obviously that's going to help with absorbing the fat soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K within your greens. So this is a great meal to have in the evening for more variety on a fruit diet, getting some higher fat foods, not just carbs, but it's completely optional. And sugar snap peas, they actually are a fruit, so this isn't even a veggie based meal. This is still a fruit based meal because the calories are coming from the peas, the fruit, and the guacamole, which an avocado is also a fruit. So it's still a fruit based meal. It's super satisfying. It is higher in starch when you add the peas, and then higher in fat with the avocado. But when you eat starches in the evening, it's not going to slow your digestion, versus like starches do take longer to digest and so do fats. But when you eat them at the end of the day, it's not going to slow your absorption of fruits. So it's the perfect meal to have in the evening if you are craving something else. Otherwise, adding some nut seed based dressings if you're still transitioning, or some cooked foods like sweet potatoes, quinoa, amaranth, millet, any other sort of simple high carb grains that you like. I'm excited. Rather than mixing it in, you can even just dip it in, grab the fork, grab the whatever, and shove it in. But actually, when you've had enough calories of fruit that you don't need to add the guacamole for the additional calories of that meal at dinner, just having your fruit dinner and then having greens on their own without any dressing, as weird as it sounds, it's seriously like so delicious on those days that my body needs more greens. Like there are some days where I crave it and some days where it literally tastes bad, and that's when you know it's not good for you. But with raw food, when it tastes good, it's good for you. And greens taste really good to me right now, so I know it's good for me. But especially cilantro, like sometimes I'll just end the day and have a couple of cilantro from my garden or some fresh romaine just plain on its own. Like that's a true lettuce wrap, is just wrapping the lettuce in your hand and eating it. Because then you taste whatever you're craving, not whatever sauce is on it. Every Caesar salad would taste like Caesar, but every leaf or green tastes different. And that's the type of flavors that you get to indulge in as a raw vegan when your palate adjusts and you appreciate these simple flavors, versus no amount of sugar or oil or salt satisfying on a bunch of processed food. Like, I'm not missing out on those tastes because those tastes sound awful to me now and taste awful to me, but these taste amazing, and everybody else thinks that these taste bad, but really they taste amazing. So unlock the world of flavor and deliciousness. Raw vegan. How naturally we're meant to eat. No other food in its natural state tastes good to us. About the fruits and the easy to digest greens versus the starchy starchy vegetables that you have to cook. Potatoes are actually poisonous in their raw state. Don't make something poisonous edible through processing it with cooking. We are meant to seek out the natural sweetness of fruits, and even vegetables have a naturally sweet taste. I find lemon sweet even at this point. So when somebody adds artificial salts to foods, well, our body thinks that we're finally finding a piece of celery and it gets excited, right? It's like that overstimulation, and you get like this out of body experience, versus when you eat raw foods, you get an inner body experience and so much spinach in your teeth. So maybe just stick to the fruit. And the thing is, when you do eat higher fat foods, higher calorie dense foods, like nuts or seeds, or cooked starches and vegetables, you end up having to bulk up that meal with a bunch of vegetables like broccoli and carrots that need to be cooked, and use a bunch more additional leafy greens because it just doesn't feel like enough, right? Versus fruit, it's always like the perfect amount to feel satisfied without needing to drink a bunch of water, without needing to add a bunch of vegetables to bulk up your meal, right? So it's just obviously clearly our ideal food, and you don't get dehydrated from salt or caffeine to get your energy up because you already have energy from the carbs. It's literally the perfect food for humans. And our stomachs literally can fit up to 4 pounds of food at once, even look it up. And that's literally like how much fruit I can max out of it. You don't have to get that uncomfortable, right? It's usually like a couple pounds of food that I eat at a time. Like at least a kilogram per meal of fruit. And it's a perfect meal. You never have to stop eating before you're full, which is what you're always told, right? You have to eat till you're fully satisfied physically, mentally. That fullness quickly passes. You're not left bloated and weighed down all day. You're light, you're energized, how we're meant to be. Be nourished and nurtured by nature. I said 4 pounds. I meant 4 liters for the amount you can fit in your stomach at a time. And overall, I usually eat around 6 kilograms of fruit per day, which is over around 13 pounds. And the funny part is that puts me in a good amount of calorie range versus most people that eat less than 4 pounds of food a day and are way over in calories. And also, when people think that a raw vegan diet is time consuming, well, it's not, because you grab it and you eat it and you move on with your day. And it doesn't make you tired after, so you're not tired. You don't have to spend time cleaning after. You don't have to spend time with meal prep. You don't have to spend time cooking or killing your food. So it really saves a lot of time. It's also going to give you years of life, in my opinion. So eat vegan, live a fruitful life full of fruitful on fruit, and a long life fully alive. By the way, if you want to have more fruity fabulous meals and chats with me, every Monday in the live Fruitful Yogi family, link below, I go live. I answer all the questions that I get throughout the week from all of you on similar journeys with yoga, with veganism, with going vegan, with going high raw vegan, with going fruitarian, with recovering, with gaining weight, with losing weight, with getting toned, with getting fit, reaching your health goals, your fitness goals, your life goals, even helping you to build your own fruitful business. So if you're interested, if you'd like to have more support from me and a community of like-minded individuals, as well as a course, Fit Fruit Freedom course for free to follow, and live yoga and so much more, definitely check out the links below. I'd love to see you there and connect with you deeper, personally,